for most people, investing seems like such a big picture, such a big idea, something that they really can't reach. So I was actually kind of playing with it, and I was thinking, I pulled up the financial calculator from the system, and I looked at if I was able to save $1,000 a month, right? Within 1 year, I would have saved $12,000. Within 10 years, I would have saved $120,000. So Myecon teaches us that you want to invest in something that brings you back at least 8% rate of return on your money. So if I took the same $1,000, let me show you the calculator. If I took the same $1,000 and invested that into something that brings you back at least 8% on your money in a 10-year period, how much money would I have? So if I just saved it, I would have $120,000, but by investing it and bringing back at least 8% rate of return, I landed at $182,000. So there's a $62,000 difference between just saving your money under your mattress or in your house versus actually investing into something that brings you back at least 8%. So I started thinking, how can I do that for myself? So I'm retired military, and the military pays me about $3,000 a month in retirement. And I thought, if I'm able to still work and gain income, maybe I can use my retirement money from the military as my investment vehicle. So I went to check out a few different mutual funds, and I landed on Vanguard.com, and I was looking at several funds that they have listed that any individual can just go to the website and pull up at any time. So I went to the website and I pulled up personal investor, and I went to mutual funds. Let me show it to you again. Okay, and I went to fund stocks and ETFs. Under that I went to all Vanguard funds. And then I went to specialty and sector funds. Now, I'm a big fan of healthcare. I think healthcare is something that's not going anywhere. So I kind of took some time to look at the healthcare fund. Now, the healthcare fund, year to date, is returned 7% on your money. So from January 1 till now, the end of February, you've already received 7% rate of return on your money. Last year returned 23.82%. Within the last 5 years, 21.7%. Within the last 10 years, 13.41%. Since the date from the date of inception, the fund has been performing at 17.9%. So now I said, let me go back to my financial calculator. And I said, if I took my $3,000 and I invested it for 10 years into that Vanguard stock, and I use the 17% number because that's the number since the date of inception. Let me pull it up here. It's giving me a little bit of difficulty. Okay, so now I have the calculator up. Periodically monthly investments. If I take $3,000 a month and invest it at a rate of 17% for 10 years, then my military retirement that is guaranteed to receive within 10 years, I would have made $933,000. And I was like, wow, this is my opportunity to make my first million. By taking the principles I learned from Myecon and actually taking a portion of my income that already exists and investing it in something and remaining disciplined in that for a 10-year period, I could have my first meal. So then I thought, what if I was able to stay disciplined for 20 years? Right now I'm in my 30s, 20 years puts me in my mid-50s. If I can do it for 20 years and invest that money monthly into the same fund, read that number for me, Dexter. Right here.
$5,983,976.99.
5.9 million.
Ooh.
$6 million by the time I'm 55. With money that I already have. This is how Myecon has changed my life and changed my world. And I want to do the same thing for you.
God, that's good stuff, man. All right.